Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. We've got a bit of a treat for you today. This is a replay that came from a battle that took place a couple of days ago on Nikki's live stream. You're looking at Nikki in the T3485, Mango in the Type 64, and Gojonnogo in the A-43, and then they're on the northeast corner of province. And battle has commenced. Well, Nikki's in the T3485M, the Tier 6 Soviet Premium Medium, and it's got an 85mm gun with 180 alpha, penetration 144 and 194 with APCR, and Nikki's only carrying standard AP or APCR. And he's headed off north, or north, he's headed south actually, to engage enemies from this side of the map, and he's got this little alcove, and I think he can see across the valley, and there's Gojonnogo and Mango both going up the ramp towards the enemies, and he's putting in a few suppressive fire shots to try and catch any enemies if they're hiding behind the bushes in the usual places. In fact, actually there were enemies in those in the general vicinity, but let's find out what happened with Mango on his side. Okay, battle has just commenced, and Mango's in the Taiwanese Type 64, which is a Tier 6 Chinese light tank, premium light tank, and it's a fast little tank with 76mm gun, 115 alpha, and decent penetration on the APCR as well as the AP. It's a bit like a Hellcat. It's a very good little premium tank. A lot of people do like it because it performs so well, just like a Hellcat but with better turret drivers. And of course, because it's a light tank, it's very fast and it's got great camo qualities. Well, Mango's first up the ramp, and he's found one of the enemy. It's a T52, and he's gone around that corner. Mango's going to try and cut across and get shots. Well, he tries, but he takes her around from a T52 and from the Type 64, one into the tracks. And Gojonnogo follows him up. He's going to try and poke around. Well, he does, and he takes her around from the Type 64, puts her around into the T52, who then promptly goes YOLO! He's moving down, and Mango's trying to get a shot on him, and he does, and takes him out. 89 hit points, but first kill. He goes back to this Type 64, who fires another round at him, and Mango misses the kill there because Gojonnogo claims it. So, well, one kill to Mango, one to Gojonnogo, and that was an Arty round just trying to hit him there. So he goes up here to Spartan, see what he can find. Jono's gone to one side, we're looking the other. There's a T34S there. He pulls back, he's been spotted. Let's find out what Nikki's up to, or what Jono did. And here's the start from Jono's point of view. He's in the A-43, which was supposed to be a replacement for the standard T-34, but it was a project that was discontinued at the start. It's got a 57mm gun with 85 alpha and 189 penetration from the APCR, so it's a very good penetrator if you use the APCR rounds, but Jono's carrying a mix. And oh, it looks like he's picked up some timber with him from that camp. There's a huge log in his side. But he's following Mango up the slope, and there's a pair of crates underneath his vehicle as well. Just believe it. Well, he's been seen. Mango's found one of the enemies. It's a T52. And Gojonnogo comes around the corner. 59-16 just there, and let's have a look. Well, he's going to try and engage them. Pokes his head down the corner, fires around into the T52, and another, and he goes YOLO at this point, and Gojonnogo turns his turret round to engage that T52, gets one round in, and Mango finishes him off. Now just got to deal with this Type 64. Thankfully, he appears to be firing all his rounds at Mango, not at Jono, and Jono claims the kill. And Jono moves over. We can see Mango coming up behind now. And Jono moves down around the corner. We can see there's an OI experimental over there. I'm trying to use the bush mechanic to try and get shots on him. Yeah, he's just putting into view. Fires one round in. Doesn't penetrate. Goes to the lower plate, and that one doesn't penetrate either. Let's have a look and see exactly what's going on with Nicky. Well, Nicky's still in his little alcove, and he's got enemy all around him. He's got enemies to the south, and he's got ones also below him on the wall, and they can actually on the road below him, and they're actually proximity spotting him, and rounds are coming in near to him. T-34S can't get a shot. That's the one that's across the other side. Oh, and that's an M12 round, and he lost 125 hit points to that. And here comes an AMX-CLC. Oh, and he one-shots him out the game just like that. Brilliant. Snapshot, and it worked. Now, just losing stun from that M12. There's more tanks on the lower road. No shots on that T-34S. Pass around in, just trying to get it through the gap. There's an OI experimental there, but he hasn't got any shots on it. And Nicky knows he's surrounded because, yep, those tanks on the lower road have actually moved up to try and get up to the top. Still no shots on that T-34. Well, somebody's getting rounds into him, and I think that was Mango just then. Yep, we can just see Mango in the corner. Now, where's that OI experimental? Oh, there he is! Oh, what a brilliant shot there! Right into the roof of that OI experimental. That one didn't go through the armour, probably at the wrong angle. And that one didn't ricochet off. Another ricochet. Can't get shots on that T-34S. Tries. Now he knows there's some other tanks nearby. He's concerned about the G2 and that Cromwell B. Nicky turns around to engage. There's a P-43 Biz. Fires one round in. It's a high roll. Gets another one in. It's a low roll this time. Going for the lower plate. Yep, that one goes in. Fires one in. Goes in, but it's not enough. He needs one more shot. Takes it. Takes the P-43 Biz out the game. There's the 25 TP. Gets a shot on the tracks, unfortunately. But we still know we're surrounded. 25 TP just around the corner. He's looking at the Cromwell B. And there's an E25! Nicky fires a snapshot in. Gets a round in. Low roll. Oh, he tracks the E25. Fires another one in. That one worked. Oh, that one went into the ground! Oh dear, now they're exchanging shots, and I think the E25's got a better fire rate. Oh, and Nicky's being killed. And the E25's being killed by the Arty! Oh, that's karma for you. Let's find out what's going on with Mango. Well, back across the valley. He's been spotted. Forward, see if you can get any shots on that G2. Can't with the bush mechanic. Tries over to this corner. We know that T-34S is down there. Oh! And he fires a round in, but he was spotted. Was back. And he's bounced around from the Cromwell. Oh, and that one went in. And another from the T-34S, so he's lost virtually all his hit points. He's down to 32 hit points now. Mango pulls back to regroup. I think he's got a shot through the barrel as well. He should have gone unspotted by now. That was an Arty round into the ground there. So the Arty's trying to get at him as well. There's the G2. Can't see the Cromwell B. Nope, there's the G2. It's pulling back. Fires around. Oh, it goes low. The round goes low. There's the Cromwell. And the G2 backs up, but our rounds just keep going low. They keep hitting the rock. And that Cromwell's very low on health. He's trying to get a shot. Mango decides to go again for the G2, but again it misses. Tries, lines up a shot for the Cromwell, but he doesn't go down to the gap. He turns around and kills the Stuart Mill. And he and the G2 are now heading up the road. Fires around in. It goes low again. It dips. Mango's firing rounds in. Yep. They're supposedly, they should be there, but they're unspotted at the moment. We don't know exactly where they are. And they're after our Arty, and we can see Nicky's in the clinches with the E25 at the moment. And Mango needs to help, and he needs to, oh, we've lost Nicky. Mango's rushing back to try and save the Arty. Scores are even at the moment, 8-8. Ooh, he skids there. I think he thought about going down that cliff, but it is rather dangerous. If you go over that cliff, you can lose a lot of hit points very, very quickly, and with the low hit point load he's got at the moment, it would have been fatal. You can see the damage to the gun barrel and the turret. Those rounds were very accurate. And unfortunately, we've lost both Arty. They've both been killed. So Mango's going up here to try and spot the G2 and the Cromwell B. This is what the Type 64 is so good at, spotting the enemy. Found them. G2 tries to get a shot. There's the G2. Gets surrounded. And the G2's been killed, and so's the Cromwell B. Mango's having another quick look, see if he can see anything more. There's a Tiger 1 coming towards him. Oh, and at that moment he's wiped out by the Fifi from the other end of the map. And oh, let's have a look and see exactly what happened with Jono. Well, we can see at this point he's moved forward to try and get shots in that OI. He's firing APCR now to try and get the penetration. That one didn't go in. That one did. And he's getting good rolls. Yep, he's penetrating it. That one didn't. The OI's backing up. Oh, tried to get a shot in there. That one bounced. And at that moment, Nicky fired his round in and shaved the top of the roof of that OI experimental off. Well, you can't get shots on the OI experimental at the moment, but there's another target nearby he can get shots on. That's that T-34S. You just see it down there, but from this angle you can't hit it. No, it's pulled away. He makes a very bold move here. It's going for the... trying to dip over the edge and kill that T-34. Oh, lovely kill! Slides down the walkway. Oh, and we lost some hit points there. 73 hit points. And we've lost a few tanks in the process. Most of them killed by the enemy Fifi or that Cromwell B. And there's that M12, and the 5916's in the way. We can't shoot him. And he's gone now. He's disappeared. Jono 5's around in. We're looking across the valley, and there's the Cromwell B and the G2. And they're going up the road. We can see Mango firing rounds in at them. And Jono tries to help as well. lost sight of them. There's Nicky still fighting, and this time he's fighting with the E25. For a brief moment, Jono sees the outline of the E25, but he can't get around in time. And we've lost Nicky. And the Crusader SP just wiped out that 25 TP. And the E25 has been killed, but there are still some enemies over there, and our Arty are now vulnerable, and they're being attacked by the G2 and the Cromwell B. Mango's rushing to try and get down to the other side of the map. Jono sees the M12 on the enemy team, fires around at it. Doesn't connect. We've just lost the Fifi and the Gorilla. But Mango's rushing across the valley to get to the other side. And I think Jono's going to try and take up a position so he can shoot the enemy from across the valley. He's nicely hulled down here with those rocks in the way. And I think the enemy Arty is going to have difficulty trying to shoot him because those buildings are getting there. There's the cheater. Gets a hit. Kills the Cromwell. Another hit on the G2. And yes, he's killed. That's 4 kills for Jono. Turns around. Oh, there's the Bishop. Oh, and this moment, Mango's just been killed by the enemy Arty, and that Tiger 1 is across the valley, but in such a long range away that it's very difficult for Jono to get shots on him. And there's the Bishop. Oh, fires around and misses us. Jono gets some rounds in. 57mm. Oh, that was the enemy Arty, the VP. Not sure he actually did a hole on us, but no, I don't think he penetrated us, but he just damaged us. And he's cut across the other side to use the protection of the buildings. Shots on that Bishop. No, he's gone down the road. And that's the Arty firing again, and there's the OI. And he kills him. 33 hit points, but it's another kill, and that's 5 kills. And the enemy, the Fifi's tracked him. And again. And lost another 118 hit points as well. Fires around in the direction of where the Fifi is. Pulls back once his tracks are fixed. And the Bishop just coming up. He gets 1 round in. 2 claims the Bishop. And that's his top gun. Okay, should have gone unspotted. There's only 3 enemies now. That Tiger 1 across the valley. The enemy Fifi, which is somewhere in the vicinity, but somewhere over to the right, I think, and that M12, was last seen in the dip, in the valley. Jono's going low, below the ridgeline to try and stop that Fifi from shooting him, try and sneak up on him. Oh, we've just seen the M12. Jono backs up, gets around in. Bounces the second one. Well, the M12 is based on the M3 Lee chassis, so yeah, it is a pretty tough tank. And the M12 just got hit by our Crusader, so he is stunned. Jono's going to try and sneak up on him from the other side, hoping that the M12 has turned round to face him in the other direction. Oh, when the M12 tries to shotgun him and fails. And he gets 1 round in. And 2nd round in, and that's the Pascucci's medal. Now he needs to deal with that Tiger. Oh, just got a massive hit from the Fifi. And it's, oh my god, look at that hole in the side of the vehicle near the idler wheel. It's a massive grey hole. That's why he lost 388 hit points. It was a penetration. We must get to that Tiger to stop him from capping out. Luckily he's got the 57mm gun, it's got the penetration to deal with the Tiger, and he's loaded the APCR. Just needs 1 shot to get the reset. Yes, and that works! Okay, turn around, he needs to get away now because he's only got 19 hit points left. So he really can't afford to run into any trouble. He can't take a shot from the enemy. And the enemy Arty's still trying to get him. The Crusaders come down a little lower to try. Oh, he's just got killed by the BP. And he's going to try and shot through the gap there. And he does. Yes! Gets the hit. He's going to have to pull away because he was spotted. And that's the BP trying to hit him now. And he's got to run because the Tiger's after him. And the BP tries again. Well, he's going to have to deal with that BP now. He can't take the Tiger on face to face if he's having to deal with that BP all the time. The moment he's spotted, the BP will try to kill him. He's going to have to try and kill the RT first. Got 85 alpha, so it's going to take 3 shots from that 57mm gun to kill the BP, but he just needs to find him. Where is he? If he gets the first shot in, we're doomed. There he is! 1 shot in. The BP fluffed his shot, and that's a kill shot. That's a Dumitru's medal and a Radley Waters. Now we need to deal with that Tiger. John's got to race back as quickly as he can. He's already got enough defense points to potentially get a defender medal. Just needs to get back in time to get the reset. Which way is the Tiger going to be facing? This is the big problem. Okay, well we can't see him, so he must be behind the house. Oh, we've got him by the rear, and 1 round in, resets the cap, tries to get another round in, and gets it. So he's now, I think he's a 3 shot. It's going to take 3 shots to kill him. John's trying to go unspotted, backs up a little. You see him? No, he must be the other side of the house. Oh, there he is! We fire 1 in, and he bounces around off us! 240 hit points, we bounced! And Jono kills the Tiger and wins the game! Wow, that was pretty amazing! Let's have a look at the end of battle stats for this one. Oh my god, look at this! It's an ace tanker for Gojonnogo of FILO in the A-43. But just look at the epic medals he managed to get. He got a Dumitru's medal for killing all 3 enemy Arty. The M12, the Bishop, and of course the VP at the end. He got a Radley Waters medal for killing at least 8 of the enemy. He killed 9 actually. It was just 1 short of a Paul's medal. He got a Spartan medal. He bounced around from that Tiger one right to the end. And that round, 240 hit points. He only had 19 left at the end of that game. But he still bounced it, and that obviously earned him a Spartan medal. He got a crucial contribution. He was in platoon with 2 other teammates, and they both managed to get, or all of them combined managed to get at least 12 kills, 9 from Jono. And he got the high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle, a top gun for getting at least 6 kills, and lastly he got a defender. And of course he got that with the first shot on the reset on the Tiger 1, because it was a massive reset, that one. And the win rate for this game was amazing, 13,212. Well, look at that. So let's have a look at the team scores. Well, there you go, right at the top of the table, 2,685 hit points of damage from that game. The next highest scorer was Nicky, actually, on his team, rather. He got 1,950 hit points, And we have to look further down the table to see Mango. There he is, 551. So he was in 6th place with 551. The next high scorer, or the highest scorer on the enemy team, was their Cromwell B. He managed 2,435 hit points of damage, and he picked up a tank sniper because a lot of his stuff was done at long range. And he was shooting at those tanks, trying to get at the T-34S and taking them out of the game. So he actually did quite effectively. He managed to get 5 kills, but Gojonnogo really mastered this one with 9, nearly almost double his score. And we can see that Nikki picked up 2 kills and Mango got 1 during that game. And then when it came to base XP, again, he's clean sweeped at the top of the table, 1,405 base experience points. Nikki came in with 972, and then Mango 585, all 3 top positions on the table when it comes to experience points. So let's have a look at the detailed report for Jono. He fired 62 rounds during that game. He got 47 direct hits, 36 penetrations, damage of 2,685 hit points, of which 697 were at more than 300 meters. Those were the shots that were fired across the valley. He received 4 hits from the enemy, 1 penetration, 2 non-penetrations, and that penetration shot was actually the one from which one was it? That shot him. Oh, I'm not too sure of which one was the penetration shot, but certainly he did suffer one. I think, no, that one, sorry, the penetration shot was from the OI. That was the one. He did receive 5 hits as a result of splash damage, and those were the shots from the Fifi that did the most damage to his vehicle. He spotted 3 enemy vehicles. He damaged 10 of the enemy, killed 9 of them, and did damage assistance of 227 hit points. He actually got 100 defense points, but in actual fact he scored the maximum because he reset the cap twice when it was almost fully capped out. He actually travelled 4.95 kilometres, which is quite a long distance in any of these battles. That's a very, very long way. On the credit side, he earned 44,801 credits, but he did use a fair bit of APCR during that game, and he needed it, obviously, to deal with some of the tanks he was firing at, and of course the OI, and of course the Tiger 1. So he did fire a lot, and after all of the repair, ammunition and consumables, he actually had a negative value of 19,269 credits. But he picked up 9 bonds for all that bucket of medals he got. And he also managed to get base XP on a premium of 2,107. And there was no multipliers, so that's all he got. But it was a pretty incredible game. And if we look at Nikki's scores, we can see that Nikki actually picked up his first mark of excellence on T-34-85 during that game. And of course, because he managed to get 2 kills, added that to Jono's 9, that's 11. And of course, Mango managed to get 1 more, which meant that we got 12. So crucial contribution for Nikki. And his win rate for that game, 4,266. If we look at his detail report, we can see that he got 22 shots fired, 19 on target, 12 penetrations, damage of 1,950 hit points, of which 351 were up more than 300 meters. He received 7 hits from the enemy. 5 of them were penetration, most of them from the E25, and 2 non-penetration, and 1 hit as a result of splash damage from that M12, who definitely tried to wipe him out early on in the game. He blocked damage of 135 hit points, damaged 5 of the enemy, killed 2 of them, and did damage assistance of 551 hit points. On a premium count, he earned 54,410. After repair and ammunition resupply, he took a profit of 47,480. He earned 1,458 XP, got 437 because this is a premium vehicle, and 1,458 because he had a personal reserve running, so he took away 3,353 XP from that game. If we look at Mango and see how he got on, well, he got that crucial contribution, which I'm sure he's very happy about, and the win rate for his game was 1,399, and of course he got that kill, the T-52, as he was trying to run away after his YOLO run, and that made it possible with Nikki and Jono's score to get the crucial contribution, 12 kills in the game. If we look at his detail report, we see that he fired 17 rounds. He got 6 direct hits, 5 penetration, and damage of 551 hit points. He received 8 hits. Most of them the penetrations were from the Type 64. Then, of course, he had that round from the Cromwell B and the T-34S, and that really depleted his hit points. And he also did receive a round which hit him from the Arty, and that wiped him out of the game. He blocked damage of 135 hit points, he spotted one vehicle, damaged 4 of the enemy, killed 1, and did damage assistance of 698 hit points. On the credit side, he earned 33,651 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away a profit of 26,052. He earned 877 XP, 263 because this is a premium vehicle, so he took away 1,140. But I think the honours must go to Jono for this game. His average day out in the A-43, well, I've seen some pretty good replays from Jono before of FILO. He really is a very good player, and the last battle I did a video for him, he got a Radley Waters. Well, this one, he's got it as well, but just look at the row of medals he got there. Absolutely fabulous, getting so many epic medals in one game. Yeah, kudos to him, because he really did play his heart out. And he said at the end of the game, and this was the last game of the evening on Nicky's live Twitch stream, that his hands was shaking and he's sweating like mad. It really was an epic game in all proportions. So I hope you all enjoyed this replay. If you did, please give the video a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.